Yeah.
Can you connect that with your faith at all? Like, what say you're at Ramtown, do you ever feel like, oh, this really goes like spiritually or with God or something?
Yeah. Well, fighting is something that's a big thing, and
Yeah.
it's like fighting against fear.
Welcome back to the Interstate Podcast. I am Luke, the most ancient of all hosts of anything ever. And we have an amazing show for you this week. Super excited. But first, our co-host, Sushi.
That's me. That's crazy.
Welcome back, Sushi.
Hello.
You are the podcast aficionado.
Apparently.
And we have an amazing guest, a teenage guest, someone from youth group who I am excited for you to get to know, Brianna.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, Brianna.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here. So we start off every week with this question, and it's really for all of us, but how was Tuesday?
Tuesday was awesome.
Yeah, tell it, like, what stuck out, and you can answer too, Sushi.
Okay.
I found it awesome because Bear was talking, and it was convicting and powerful.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did anyone think it wasn't going to be convicting? I feel like everything
I
he
don't think
says
so.
is challenging.
Yeah.
That's why I love him. We were all really excited to get him up there.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Sushi? What stuck out?
I really like the small groups. That was good.
Yo, ours was really
Yeah.
good too. Anything stick out in small groups that like resonated with you guys?
We were in the same small group.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
For us, it was like we all answered really. We had a new kid too last night. He was in sixth grade. And you imagine a sixth grader at youth group. Okay, it wasn't like that at all. Like he was straight up like evangelizing to us.
Oh, wow.
At one point, he stood up in our group in the middle and was just like, this is the way you follow Jesus. And if you don't do that, you're going to go down here and you want to not do that. You want to give this stuff up and exalt the Lord. We're just like, oh,
Whoa.
and he doesn't know any of us at all. So whoever that kid is or parents, you're doing something right. But one thing that stuck out in our small group was Piper got to her and she was like, what stops me is fear. Like, and I think it just resonated.
Mm.
Fearful of what people think and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Fear's a big thing.
I know. And it shouldn't be,
Mm-hmm.
is the problem. Yeah. Well, so how long have you been in youth group, like coming to Interstate?
Let's see. I have been to camp 3 years.
Did you go to youth before camp that first year?
I went to youth group like one time before
Whoa.
that.
So you came to camp like pretty much fresh.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I didn't even realize that. Whoa. What was that like?
It was different. I was nervous because it was a week without my family,
Right.
and pretty much the only person I knew was Reagan.
Oh, you did know somebody though. That's good. That's good. Oh, I remember that now. That's good. That was a good camp.
Yeah.
We were in a group together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been here half a decade.
Sushi's been to youth group more than I have. Sushi, my recollection of you is when you almost broke your toe, or you probably did break it. Let's be honest.
I don't know.
You were just a wee lad.
My toe was purple for months. It was not great.
No, no, it wasn't.
What happened?
It was Rumage stale.
Which is a rummage sale.
Yeah, but 2018 or 2019, I think.
I was lightly involved.
Lightly. You know who else was lightly involved? Me.
Yeah.
So, we were moving stuff for the rummage sale, setting it up. It's early in the morning. There's a bit of moisture in the air. It's
Yeah.
cold.
I remember that.
I was told by someone, I won't name who, but there was a set of weights, and little, almost 8th grade me, 5 foot nothing, sounded like a 6-year-old girl, was told to move them.
All of them.
All of them. They had moisture. I got through. I started with the heavy one.
Mm-hmm. You didn't really get through any.
Yeah, no, because I think the same person told me to start with the heavy one.
Yeah.
Get that done quicker. So I can't get a good grip, and it's wet. It's a 45-pound plate. I lift it up, and I am struggling. Now that would be a lot easier for me, but then I was struggling, and the moisture is getting to me. And like, oh man. And then it drops straight on to the big toe of my right foot.
Well, the nice thing is you had like good steel-toed construction boots on.
No, I did not. I had the thinnest material Vans possible.
It looked like your Vans were like see-through. That's when I went to your house for the first time.
Yeah.
Brianna, have you ever been injured
I have.
at youth group?
Not at youth group, though.
Okay, what's your worst injury?
I broke my ankle in 2021. I was dancing
Whoa.
at my grandma's house outside in her grass, and there was a little dip in the yard.
No.
And I spun in the air and landed on it funny, and every one of my sisters heard the loud snap of the
Oh.
ligament.
Just
Wait,
And-
your ligament?
Yep, the ligament, we think, snapped, and then took the distal end of my fibula with it. Yeah.
I did not know that. You had a boot and or like a cast.
I didn't get a cast because I'm a responsible kid.
You just stayed off it?
I stayed off of it and wore a boot,
Yeah.
but then I still struggle with balance because of the stabilizing muscles, and
Yeah.
my hips for a while were
Messed up.
uneven.
Whoa, I didn't know that. So I want to get into some personal questions because we want to get to know you better. People in the show, they want to get to know you better. Okay, so let's just go to your injury. I know you're in karate, right?
Mhm.
Where do you do karate?
Ramtown.
And
Ramtown
right here in
Karate.
Dixon
Yep.
at Ramtown. Does your ankle, is that okay when you do karate?
It affects my balance when I have to kick with my left foot.
Right.
Then I have to balance on my right foot, and then I get
Yeah.
really wobbly. But that's about it.
That's some Karate Kid stuff right there.
Wow.
Just saying. We have a production gave me an awesome question for you. What is karate?
Okay. Well, it's a lot of things. Our karate school works on self-defense. That's a big thing. We live in a country where it's not the safest place,
Okay.
and everyone thinks it's a big deal to stay safe, and I agree with them. So we do a lot of getting out of everything. Like if they start pulling you, you know how to get out of that. You know how to
Right.
fight back without putting yourself in more danger. But it's also what we call Shorin-ryu, which is like Okinawan style karate.
Like the Karate Kid.
Whoa. Really? though?
Yeah. And so you work on katas. We work on kicks, punches, all those things. Knockdown fighting, sumo wrestling. There's
How's
a
the
lot.
grappling?
Grappling is not our strong suit.
Like you versus Piper right now.
Be down in a minute. Like easy.
Piper.
Piper would definitely win.
Maybe we got to get her on the show. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I have a good question, a spinoff of this, and I think this could be kind of a question that might get people upset, or maybe we'll all fight. I don't know. Maybe we start doing karate right now.
Oh.
I want to know, like, where does karate and Christianity kind of meet? Like, what is the, the what gels together? But then also, Jesus said, turn, if someone strikes you, turn the other cheek.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you, as someone who practices that martial arts, like wrestle with that topic? And we can all talk about this. It's not just for you,
Yeah.
Brianna.
The way I balance it is in karate. That's when I use that, and outside, it's just only if it's an emergency situation.
Right.
Because I don't want to hurt anyone. The way we practice it in karate is to keep everyone safe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can you connect that with your faith at all? Like, what say you're at Ramtown, do you ever feel like, oh, this really goes like spiritually or with God or something?
Yeah. Well, fighting is something that's a big thing, and
Yeah.
it's like fighting against fear. You don't want to succumb to it. You don't want to just go down without a fight. But you also don't want it to be the only fight you're in.
Right.
You want to experience everything.
Wait, say that, or say more about that. What do you mean the only fight?
So in karate, we have multiple ways of fighting. We have different styles of fighting. We even have different gear to fight.
Yeah.
And we rotate people to get a more experience with different people, like the way they fight. And so with competition, you're not just used to the one person you're fighting.
And the one style and all of that. Oh, that's cool. That's good.
So it's like fighting against fear.
Yeah.
And insecurity and different things.
Yeah.
Like different ways that the devil will attack you. And
that's good.
You don't want to give in and just give up. You want to keep fighting, but also keep in mind the commandments.
Yeah. I like that. I feel like just discipline too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just being disciplined. And it's interesting to think about the different styles of fighting and just how every time you are exercising your faith or out in public with your faith is different every time. You don't know who. It could be someone who hates God. It could be someone who knows the Lord but's backed away. Like there's all these scenarios. They're never usually the same.
Yeah.
And they're always kind of a battle, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about turning the other cheek, though? I think we got to talk about it. I wanna uncover it. I think it's just a good topic to talk about. I don't think there's a right or a wrong either. So I don't want to like. Someone's gonna be mad after this.
That happens.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that?
Turning the other cheek is important.
What is that even? What is Jesus serious, or is it a suggestion? Is it cultural? That's what everyone always says about the Bible. When something's hard, they're like, that's just cultural. We don't have to do that.
Yeah. Well, Jesus commands us to turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
And you don't want to just say, no, it's fine. I can do this back to them because that was
right.
This was worse than what he was talking about. But like mentally, you don't want to just succumb to challenges. And I feel like turning the other cheek and just accepting things are like very different things.
Yeah.
So you don't want to accept the circumstance and say, it's okay, I'm turning the other cheek.
Right.
You want to, you don't want to hurt the person who's against you, but you also don't want to just get used to it and say, it'll change, something better will happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. What do you think, Sushi?
I work at Walmart. I gotta
tell us how that's related.
I gotta turn the other cheek all the time, or I'm gonna get fired.
Well, no one has hit you in Walmart yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I can't scan these vegetables, and if you don't help me, I am gonna punch you in the throat.
I can just imagine the customer you're talking about. I was like making up a face in my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like this dude with like dirty blonde beard, a hat,
He wants
sunglasses
to punch you
like
right
this.
in the face. Yeah.
He's like, I can't scan this cucumber. I'm gonna whack you with it and then punch you. But no, like when I talk about turning the other cheek at like Walmart, I mean more in a mental and emotional way.
Yeah.
Cause like Walmart customers can be scary.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like they'll do like all this talk when they're not getting their way,
Mm-hmm.
and like can be extremely disrespectful sometimes.
Yeah.
Then as the employee, you just gotta be the bigger person and just take it.
Yeah. For sure. That's just a
Yeah.
worldly thing even
Mm-hmm.
to do that. But it's definitely a Christly thing. Christly thing. I don't know where the line is though. Because I know like I would support not fighting back physically, but man, if your family is, I don't know where the line is. People always talk about it like your family's in jeopardy, you have to step in and stop people. But then where's that line? So then if your family's not around and somebody punches you in the face, like, yeah, I don't know, you guys. I was hoping you'd tell me, honestly. I'm scared. My old self would be, there's no question about it. You just fight back, protect yourself, end it.
It's like punch me in the face again.
Yeah, please. But now it's like it's one of my biggest fears. Like, I don't want someone to do something silly.
Mm-hmm.
Sushi, were you at youth group? We had a gal walk through who was really like messed up. I thought she was going to punch one of you guys, or we were over at the library. Do you remember that? Oh, that was so scary. I was just like,
Don't remember
"Please,
that.
Lord, please." Yeah, we were just playing a game over at the library, the open space.
Was it capture the flag?
Capture the flag.
I do remember that night. I just don't remember
Yeah,
that.
and a gal, she was really like messed up, came through and was just cussing and screaming at the top of her lungs. And Paul and I just like walked around her, and I was just praying like, this is a no-win situation. Like, please, Lord, just fix it. And she didn't do anything. She just walked through and then gone. But the whole time I'm like, what is the right thing to do? I'm responsible for the teenagers. I don't know. I think karate's good though.
Yeah.
Even if you never have to use it, it's just good to discipline yourself. Let's get into, I'm excited about this. We're going to get into the next segment, which is our talking point cards. So we have 3 teens, Christian, and family categories. And you get to pick whatever category you want. You can reach over, grab that top card, and read it out loud for us all to answer. So what would you like to choose?
You gotta choose one. It's gotta happen.
I'm gonna try this one.
Christian. Okay, let's
Oh.
go. I don't think we've had one yet.
I think they've only chosen teen.
Yeah.
Okay, it says, which book of the Bible would you like to learn more about? Why?
Ooh, that's good. That's good. This could actually start a whole new series at youth group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, now I have to think about it too.
I know mine.
Go.
Mine would be Revelation because I'm quite confused about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Yes, me too. And I've read it a lot. That's a good one.
Yeah, I definitely think Revelation would be. Well, I don't think. I know it's a hard topic that many people debate about.
Yes.
I want to get into that. Yeah.
I don't. I'll just admit it. That would be really scary during youth group. It would be really good for this size group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if your church did like a 5 or 6 person study.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's hard. First of all, it's super long and it's
Mhm.
very wordy and it's very. I'm not going to explain it on a podcast, that's for sure. I would like to do my favorites with youth group have been First and Second Samuel.
Mhm.
Those books for teenagers are really, really good. And adults. I think they're good for everybody. So those are my answer. Revelation, you guys. This is what I would suggest. I would suggest you guys, you're both old enough. Go home. You both are like spiritually old enough to go home and read it. Just one section at a time. Listen to it on a listen to it if it's too much to even read, and just mull it over. Go into a study like that because you want your own you want the Lord to be working on your heart in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any other books that could jump off the page for you guys? The one year we did Genesis, that was really good. It took an entire year.
Dang.
Wow.
But we started it after summer camp and we finished, I think, after the next camp. It was crazy. It was really, really good.
Genesis is a pretty good book, and it's long too.
Yeah.
It's like 50
It's long.
chapters.
There's very storytelling though. They're very
Mhm.
visual. Good for teenagers. Oh yeah. Revelation, you guys. Oh my gosh. First we're talking about like turning the other cheek, and then Revelation. It's just gonna be a bunch of people arguing in the comments.
Another book that I think would be fun to get into is Daniel.
Daniel's really good too.
Mm.
Yeah. There's prophecy in there,
Mhm.
but it's not quite as it's challenging, but it's not
Yeah.
quite as Revelation level.
He was the guy with the lions.
Mm-hmm.
He's an amazing guy. Yeah. Just his character, studying him as a person,
Yeah.
not even what he was saying, but just like how he held himself is like the best study. Yeah, that's so good. Let me think. One thing I wanted to ask you about is really along the same lines as Daniel in Revelation, Bluey. So, just to tell you a little bit more about Brianna, she is and I believe Piper. You and Piper are like
Yes.
the heads of a Bluey fan club / group me that some of the teenagers and myself, I'm OG Bluey. Why is it such a good show?
It has so much meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like so many life lessons. It's a little kids show, but it's not.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
So little kids get the outer shell of it, but once you get into it, then you see so much more meaning, and it shows you like how to cope, how to play
Yeah.
too.
Mm.
It's not just little cartoon dogs playing around.
Right.
It's lessons.
Yes.
They might be hidden lessons, but they're lessons.
Yeah. And you have a lot of siblings, so whether you
Mhm.
liked Bluey or not, you're gonna watch all of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ethan, you like Sushi? Sorry, you like Bluey?
I have something to admit.
Oh no.
No.
The one time I have watched Bluey was at the overnight lock-in, and I
Okay.
remember none of it.
Could you have been sleeping illegally?
I was not illegally sleeping. I made sure of that.
Okay.
I think they went to a toy store for a birthday party,
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
but that's about all I remember.
that's Quiet Game.
Now you don't have
Yeah.
you don't have like a young enough siblings to be into it, which is fine. But yeah, it would be kind of weird if we came to your house and you're just chilling watching Bluey by yourself.
Yeah.
It is good enough, though.
I would totally do that.
Yeah. I mean, it can help you relax.
If it makes it any better, I remember a lot of Paw Patrol.
That doesn't make it better.
I mean, they're dogs.
Dude, Paw Patrol isn't even touch the level of Bluey.
Definitely not.
It really. Oh, what's your favorite episode all time?
Okay, let's see. I love Rain. Rain has very few words. It's
Yes.
just the only words in it is Bandit and Bingo leaving, and they're saying goodbye to Bluey and Chili.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of it is Bluey. It starts raining, and Bluey is trying to stop the water
Yes.
from the spout to getting to the sidewalk. And in the rain, she's trying to get different things to stop the water.
Like dam it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From going out to the street and to the sidewalk. And in that, Chili's trying to keep the house clean because Blue keeps running in with muddy and wet feet.
As dogs do.
And getting more and more supplies to stop the water from flowing out. And
What's the inside shell of that show?
the inside of it
Yeah.
is that there's different things that we do, and the fun and the, I guess you could call it necessity, or the other part that some people miss,
Responsibilities.
responsibility, are colliding and meeting.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta focus on the fun
Yeah.
and not the, oh gosh, there's muddy footprints in the house.
Yeah. That's so true. We struggle with that.
School for me is the muddy footprints in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Bible is the rain.
How are you at carving out time for fun? How's your balance?
I am working on that.
Ooh, I got a good subject here. I knew it. I could sense it in your. I could sense as you're telling the Bluey story that there's a little bit more in there. That's why you probably like that episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. I always have tried to get good grades, and sometimes that's just too much on the forefront of my mind. And I don't get my chores done. I don't go to bed on time. When my sisters ask to play, I'm like, no, I have homework.
Yeah.
But then I'm staring at my page because I need a break and
Yeah.
I need to play. And I'm just staring at it like, I can't do this. This is too hard. I don't get it.
Right.
When if I would have just gone downstairs, played with my sisters for a few minutes, grabbed something to eat, and went back up, I'd be like, yep, I got this.
The balance.
So the balance, I know what the balance should be.
Yeah.
But something in my head isn't clicking to actually balance it out.
Yeah. It's a hard. I try to get it down now because it gets crazier as an adult. Because now, I don't think anyone, even in your home or like any youth leader, would be like, "Oh, you're just having too much fun, Brianna. What are you doing?" Like now, you have so much grace to do that. As adults, it's like if you are caught just relaxing, adults are like, "Wow, you're just gonna be sitting there today."
It's like, come play basketball.
Yeah.
I can't. I gotta pay my taxes.
Yeah. Come go for a walk. I can't. I need to mow the lawn. The list is never ending. It's a difficult topic the balance in life is only, I believe that falls into the miraculous where the Lord says, nothing's impossible with him. I think balance is found through the Lord only. You just see it in the world, worldly people and Christians. They go too far on the one side, too much fun, no responsibilities, or all responsibilities, no fun. Balance is hard. Bluey's so good.
Bluey is amazing.
Yeah. We're gonna do a whole episode with you just talking about Bluey.
Oh, that's gonna be.
We'll make Sushi do like a 10-hour Bluey binge, and then he'll tell us all about it. It'll be so good. Do you have any off the cuff questions for Brianna before we pull up? I
don't think any that are like super relevant to the path we're on right now.
I don't care.
I had one for like earlier when we were still talking about karate.
Yeah, karate we talk about the whole time. Wait, are you in favor of sumo? If we do sumo at camp, will you be in that ring?
I will.
Good. Good. Should the sumo boy champion face the sumo girl champion?
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be
Yes.
amazing, actually. Should leader sumo?
Yes.
Yes. Definitely.
I don't trust myself.
Just don't bring Goose back.
No.
I want a chance.
Listen, if Goose comes to camp again, which I hope he does, he's not allowed to sumo. He's too good. He was fear. He brought fear into my heart in there. That's coming though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to practice your grappling.
Yeah.
What was funny is we had Connor on, and I got to
Mhm.
talk with him. He did sumo at a camp over
yeah?
the summer. Yes.
Oh,
Not
wow.
related. Not because we did or we talked. Unrelated sumo.
Mm-hmm.
But they were doing more, wasn't really sumo, I think. They were just trying to get people out of the ring any way possible.
Yeah.
So I like our rules. You can't touch the ground. That's kind of better, safer.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, Brianna, a more serious question because you are a pastor's kid, which
Yes.
gets a lot of. We've had pastor's kids on the show already, and I missed the question. I should have asked.
Whoa.
It's such a good question. How has that been challenging in your life? Or I really would like both because I don't want to just sugarcoat it. I want it to get real. Like, and how has it been just an amazing blessing?
I love being a pastor's kid. My dad gets up early every morning and reads his Bible, and we both get excited about different things that we realized. And I feel like we work together and figure out the meaning. And at the same time, we also struggle with finding a way to get in there in the outside world and spread the word.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh, I see what
we
you're saying.
struggle like that, and then we talk to each other. And
Yeah.
even though my dad and I have a significant age gap, it feels like we're in it together and we understand each other.
Yeah. Totally. That's awesome.
At the same time, people who don't know my dad are like, "Wait, you're a pastor's kid?"
Mm-hmm.
And
They
I'm
make that
happy
face
about
when they
it.
say it.
Yeah, they make that face. They're just like, and then they feel bad for me, and they say,
Oh,
"I'm
yeah.
sorry." I'm like, "No, I love my dad. I
Yeah.
love being a pastor's kid."
Yeah.
But people make that face, and
Yeah.
then I
Why do
feel
you
bad
think,
for
why,
them.
Why do you think they do that?
I don't know. I feel like there's stereotypes
Mm-hmm.
of being a PK.
Yeah. That's
Um,
pastor's kid in
Yes.
case you couldn't.
I feel like there's stereotypes, and people just assume that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But what do you think those are? Like, why?
I've
Yeah.
heard that people, are like not now really, but
Mhm.
like part of it is that pastors' kids can be snarky and like boss you around.
Whoa. See, I thought you were going to say things like it must be challenging to live in your house or more focused on how your dad as a pastor would raise you as a kid. But
No,
you're
I'm
saying
glad.
you're saying like the negative part is because of the kid. Whoa. See, this is kind of new to me. Interesting. Why? I wonder where this comes from.
I don't know.
All you pastors' kids out there, start shipping up. Start acting better. You're giving Brianna a bad name.
um, like I don't really get told that explicitly though.
Right. You're just making assumptions.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I feel like some people assume that because we're pastors' kids, we grow up with certain things, and people assume that, oh, you're a pastor's kid, so you probably haven't heard of this. Or you
Oh,
probably
okay.
don't know about this.
Okay.
And they just assume that, and then sometimes I feel left out because of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I see.
Which I don't think is because of anyone around me.
Right.
I mean, I do have rules in my house, but it's not because I'm a pastor's kid.
Yeah,
It's because of the 10 Commandments, and we're told to do things in the Bible, and we don't want to disobey, we don't want to sin, we don't want to hurt people.
Yeah. You're doing it. Your parents are doing it. They're trying to walk with Christ.
Yeah, I love my parents. I love the way they're doing it.
I do too. They're
I don't
amazing.
feel like I'm like missing out on a lot of things, but some things it's like you're going to go across the room and talk about something because I'm a pastor's kid and you think.
Yeah. I see. That's interesting. Whoa. All right. Sushi, you're out Walmart. You meet a bunch of young people, and one of them says, I'm a pastor's kid. What do you think about them? You're just like, wow, buddy.
That's pretty cool, man. You're holding up the line. Hurry it along.
You're like, turn the other cheek, bro, before I... That is interesting. Well, you got amazing parents, though, that you might have... You're a pastor's kid, but your parents are special, too. So it's... it's different. It's a challenge, though. One thing that I could tell, even that first summer camp that you were in my group, we talked about the Lord in our small groups and stuff, and I could tell we were kind of on level playing ground. You knew what you're talking about. You cared and you believed it in your heart. It wasn't something you were just reciting. I can tell from a mile away from young people or even old people who recite knowledge. It is because the Bible says this and this and this. And then I can tell from young people who it's in their heart. So things are coming out because they believe it. They own it. So you're always like that. So it's in there. It's so good. I'm switching gears here before we ask our final segment question. I'm going to hit you with a bunch of summer camp questions. Favorite summer camp game out of all week? Quick, Brianna, quick.
Okay. Let's see. Favorite interstate game?
Summer camp.
Summer camp game. Okay. Garble.
Okay. Got the shirt on right now. Garble shirt. Favorite day. So beach day, Olympics, Riverwalk, or Monday when we go, or Friday with the skits. Favorite day.
I like the Riverwalk. I like walking in the river.
Same.
It's fun.
Same.
And even though I get sand in my shoes,
it's okay.
It's totally worth it.
Yeah, you're at camp.
Listening to crawdads.
Yeah. The crawdads. Oh, crawdads. Touch them or no?
Okay, so when I went to camp this year, I was like, I'm not touching that thing.
Okay.
But
did you say it just like that?
Pretty much.
Okay.
But then I realized that I could hold it without it touching me.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then, so I went back to Casadero on Sunday after we got back from camp.
Oh, yeah.
For the youth.
Oh, the little kid camp.
The little kid camp,
yeah.
pretty much. It's not like little kids. It's 3rd grade to 6th grade.
Okay.
So it's like just before interstate. But I went to help there, and they were catching crawdads, and they wouldn't touch them. And I was like,
you had to be brave.
I'm going to help them. And I didn't have a net like they did. And so I was the one that they came to and asked me to pick up their crawdad.
Yeah.
And so I got pretty confident picking them up, and I still haven't gotten pinched. So
yes. Good. It doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah.
In fact, next year you're gonna get pinched. You gotta just do it. Just gotta let it pinch you on the hand, and then you'll be like, oh, all the fear goes away after that. Are you scared of crawdads, Sushi?
No.
Okay. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember ever catching crawdads with you.
Matt Johnson helped me once because it was too deep and I was too short to reach it.
But then you grabbed it afterwards.
It was a big crawdad. Yeah, I grabbed it afterwards.
Lobster size.
Essentially.
Okay, one more question.
Okay.
What's the least amount of sleep you've ever gotten at camp, hours wise?
At camp?
Yeah.
Let's see. My first camp, I didn't fall asleep till 2:00.
Oh boy.
And then Angie got up at 5:40.
Oh
and
no.
I could not ignore her alarm because she couldn't hear it. And so it went off for a good 3 minutes, and I was just like,
That's a
turn
lot.
it off.
That's a
I
lot.
want to sleep. And then I turned it off and kind of shook her awake. And then
Yeah.
she got up, and then I'm like,
You're
I
up
can't
now.
fall back
Yeah.
to sleep. I guess I'm getting up.
So about 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's pretty good. That is up there. That is not a lot of sleep. Okay,
Yeah.
we are going to move to our last segment. And that is the most special segment where you get to tell us your most favorite of all special guests. Who would you like to see sitting in the chair that you're in?
Okay, I know this is harder to do, but Christian artist Lauren Daigle.
Okay, okay.
Just going up there.
Okay, tell me why first.
Okay, all her songs are very relatable to me.
Yeah,
It's like real life struggles, and then looking to God for help.
yes.
One of the lyrics of one of the songs is, "When you don't move the mountains I needed you to move, when you don't part the waters I wished I could walk through, and when you don't give me the answers as I call out to you, I
Yeah.
will trust in you."
That is good. Even you just saying that was good. Ooh, that's a good lyric.
Like that I was 10 when I first heard that, and I was like, whoa, that's big.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I've just fallen more in love with her music, and
Yeah, yeah.
she just posted a new album, put a new album up there.
Yeah.
But one of her albums is called Look Up Child. And it's like the meaning behind it is when chaos is going around, God is like saying, "Look up, I'm still here."
Yeah, yeah.
And I just think it would be cool
It's
to
relatable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna
You're the first person who came in strong with an almost impossible guess. This is a God tier where we need to literally pray. In production, we're going to have, Laser's texting Lauren's manager right now. We're working on it. Honestly, thank you for being thinking big. I like that. Just imagine, you guys. Just imagine where this podcast could go. That is it. Thank you so much, Brianna, for joining us. You did awesome, and it was good to get to know you better.
Yeah.
You're not just a pastor's kid, but you're a lot of things. I don't know about the Book of Revelation. We'll put that on the back burner. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to do all of the great stuff like liking and subscribing this to us, because we want to get this out to as many people as possible. So until the next episode, we will see you all later. See ya.
Bye.